Hello, I'm Laurel House, and I'm an international dating coach and your expert when it comes to screwing the conventional dating rules so that you can get a great guy and keep him. If you've been watching the show The Bachelor, it's kind of, in some ways, a real life scenario in that he's dating multiple people. Just like you might be dating casually a couple of different people until you decide to be in a serious monogamous relationship. So if you are dating multiple people or you're with someone who is dating multiple people because you haven't decided on the commitment yet, I have a few tips for you so that you can actually get him to want to commit to you. Number one, you want to be in the moment with whatever guy you're out with. Even if you had a great date yesterday, you want to be in the moment with the person that you're with. You don't want to be looking over his shoulder. You don't want to be thinking about the person you're going out with next weekend. You want to be with them. You want to be listening and communicating and remembering the things that they say. You don't want to bitch about him dating other people or how much you hate dating or anything that makes you a downer. Really, you want to be uplifting. You want to be the person that he wants to come home to, the person that he wants to spend time with. You want to be exciting and fun, but also deep and vulnerable and interesting and introspective. Being vulnerable is definitely something that's very important, but you don't want to be vulnerable to the point where you are crying all the time. Like, that's not the purpose of a date, right? A date is to go out and get to know each other and have fun and have a connection. And yes, sometimes connections and oftentimes connections come from that vulnerability, from shared vulnerability. But that doesn't mean that you should sit here and be sad. You also shouldn't be bitching the entire time, okay? You don't want to talk about how much you hate dating. You don't want to complain that you never get to see him. Well, guess what? If you say all the time, I never get to see you, you're always so busy, do you think he's actually going to want to continue seeing you? No. You have just made your own bed. Now he doesn't want to see you because now it's a hassle. So you want to be uplifting, be positive. Expressing your baggage and sharing some of your old things, definitely something that you should do on a date, even on the first date, because you want him to then express some of his baggage. This is about learning about each other on a date. However, you want it to be what I call a U. So you want to start at the top, say something really positive and fun, and maybe go down a little bit into some baggage, something not so positive, but back up, you learned from it, and you're an even better person now because of it. If you're on a date and you stay talking about baggage and drama and why you're so sad and why this is so difficult and being just so raw that you're sobbing the whole time, that's not fun, okay? He wants to have fun with you. So be sweet, have a good time, learn about each other, ask questions. You also want to make sure that you're open-minded, that you're open to having new experiences, to trying new foods, to having conversations that might get you out of your box a little bit. Don't be so rigid all the time. You also want to be alluring. You want to be that person who isn't just so poppy and yay, but who has that little secret side about you. I call it the X appeal. The X appeal is enticing, it's alluring, it makes him want to know more. You give him information, but you also pull him in, so he keeps coming back. And the fact is that if you continue doing all of these things, if you go on a date and you're your best, most positive self, if you focus on the things that make you interesting, if you focus on the great things about your day and the great things about who you are as a person, this is actually going to help you become your best self. And that's what's most amazing about dating, right? When you find someone who inspires you to be your best self, when you find someone who inspires you to be a better person. I mean, what's wrong with going for greatness, right? So if you're dating multiple people, if he's dating multiple people, then make sure that you stay strong as a person. You're not needy, needy, needy. You're totally and completely you. And that's the key. Totally and completely you. Quirky, funny, sensitive, nerdy, whatever it is, be you. Share your true and authentic self. Don't be afraid of being authentic on a date, even if that portrays you in a not so positive light sometimes. That's real. And that's what people want, real. The more real that you are, the more interesting and enticing and layered, that's how you're going to get the guy. So if you're watching The Bachelorette and you're wondering why so many of these women aren't getting the attention that they're looking for, start examining what they're doing. Are they bitching all the time? Are they a bummer? Are they always crying? Are they always complaining? Are they wasting their time talking about other girls when really they should be focusing on just having a fun time and exploring each other? What are they doing wrong? Start analyzing. Maybe that's why he's not giving her the attention. Then turn it on yourself. What am I doing when I go on dates that's maybe making it so I'm not very interesting? What can I learn from The Bachelor? Because if you look at it that way, there's actually a lot that you can extract. That show is completely focused on love, right? There's really nothing else going on. There's no work, there's no friends, it's love. It is focused. It's totally purpose-driven. If you want to talk about finding love fast, be on purpose. Focus on it. Become your best self and follow my tips. I know that you want more of my dating tips, so please subscribe and like the video, and I will send you lots more of interesting things because I have a lot that's coming your way.